Hey everyone, welcome back to Multimagic channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to set up a comprehensive Node.js project with linting, formatting, testing, auto-generated documentation, whatnot. This will help you maintain a clean and professional code. If you're new here, please don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell icon so you never miss an update. So without any delay, let's get started. So let's start by looking at the core files and their configurations that make this setup robot and professional. Okay, so this is very important. So we need to do a lot of configurations to set up this project. Actually, I took a very simple project to make it to make things very clear. So please stay with me till the end of the video. Okay, so first things first, here's our package.json file. Okay, this file is crucial as it defines the project's metadata, dependencies, scripts, and all. So let's break it step by step. So these are the basic defaults whatever we'll get, but I'm going to highlight these two sections, that is scripts and dev dependencies. So it is, for a human it is tough to remember all these commands, right? So instead we can specify the scripts, like suppose if I execute npm run test, this command will be executed. If I execute npm run trace test, this command will be executed. Okay, so this is how I added all the scripts whatever it is necessary. And after that we have this dev dependencies section. This is actually important because to write these scripts, if you observe, we are using jest here, we are using jsdoc here, we are using prettier, right? So and also we are using ESLint. So basically these are the commands. To use these commands we need to have some dependencies, right? We need to install those commands, we need to add those dependencies to the project, right? So that we can see in this dev dependency section. Basically we are using just for testing. Okay, so ESLint and Prettier for linting and formatting, and we are using Babel for transpiling, JSDoc and Docdash for generating automatic documentation. Okay, so let us see this Prettier config.js. Okay, so I'll go from the bottom to top. Okay, so here we have this prettier.config.js. Here we are specifying that basically this configures Prettier to enforce consistent code style. So in the same, it means we have set it to use single quotes, and also we added trailing commas where valid in ES5. Okay, so basically we are specifying the rules and regulation. Okay, so now let us go to this jsdoc.json. Basically we covered this package.json, right? So let us go to this jsdoc.json. So our jsdoc.json file is used to configure jsdoc. Okay, it specifies the source directory, this source. Here we are including the source directory. So as the source for documentation. Okay, and in ops, the output directory is defined as, I mean, the destination directory is defined as docs. Okay, and the template we are going to use is doc dash. Okay, and we have some recursion settings and all. Okay, and also we have mentioned that the plugins we have to use is markdown. So basically by including this markdown plugin, we are including this markdown plugin for markdown support. Okay, so coming to jest.config.js, this is where it is important. So basically the jest.config.js file configures jest for testing purpose. Okay, the roots here will specify the test directory. The transform here, basically it is using Babel just for transforming code, and the test regex whatever you are seeing there defines the regex for test files, and the collect coverage whatever you are seeing here enables coverage collection and sets a coverage directory and all. So basically it will create a coverage directory here. Okay, so and the reporters, where is this? Yes, these reporters are responsible to generate a HTML report. Okay, these reporters are responsible to generate the HCL remote for all the test cases we have mentioned in the source files. I'll show you the source files. We are not yet there. Okay, now coming back to eslint.config.mjs. Okay, in this file, basically we set up an ESLint with Prettier integration. Okay, so basically we are ignoring the reports and coverage folder. We should not check ESLint. We should not run ESLint on reports and coverage folder because those are auto-generated files, right? So we also used ESLint, basically recommended ESLint rules and Prettier code for wholesale enforcements and all. And also we included the Prettier plugin and its rules too. This is where the plugin is included and the rules are included. Basically, you can search in Google that what is a proper or what is a default configuration to set up this ESLint configurations and all. You can find it online very easily. Even I took it from online itself. Okay. Now in this watchman config.js we have nothing. Basically this file is used for watchman, a tool for watching file changes. The configuration is currently basically the configuration is currently empty, right? But we can customize it as it is as needed. Okay, now we have this babel rc file. So the babel rc file configures the babel to use babel preset env. Okay, there is a preset for compiling modern JavaScript down to a version supported by current or old browsers. Okay, so this is a good practice if you are building your node project and all later. Okay, so now coming back to the source and test files, whatever we have till now, we have seen all the configurations and all. Now coming back to the source, we have this math operations.js. Okay, let me take a moment and let me clarify something. If you are confused with these comments, what are these comments and why are they in this format? Basically these are JSDoc comments. Okay, so basically these comments are used to generate the documentation. Okay, so here we have a simple function that is add, which will return a value by adding the two numbers, that is a and b, and here we are checking the type issues, whether are we getting the number or not. In the same way we also implemented this subtract function. So yeah, there's another file that is rectangle calculator.js. This is also a simple file where we'll have a single function that is calculate rectangular area, that is L into B. So we have written a simple function that is multiply function, and we have called that multiply function inside this calculate rectangular area function only itself. Okay, so yeah, the interesting part is the test. So here we want to test this add and subtract. Okay, so which is implemented in this math operation. So we added all the test cases, whatever we added multiple test cases. Okay, so basically in unit test we added it adds basically two positive numbers, that is 2 and 3. Here it is adding a positive and a negative number. Here it is adding a number to 0, and we are taking two large numbers to add them. And in the same way we also subtracted these all. We also added test cases for the subtraction and all. So basically we are adding functionality tests and all, I mean unit test cases for the functionality test. Okay, and after that we added some type test for add and subtract, and we also added some boundary cases and all. Okay, and this is where we are testing that whether this addition function, this add function, whatever we have implemented, uh, is that giving a proper output for the very large numbers or not correctly. So that is what we mentioned. We added we added many different types of test cases. Okay, so and in rectangle calculator, in the same way we also added a test case. uh, i mean uh, uh, are test cases with when both numbers are positive, when if a number is 0 and if a number is positive, and in the same way for this also. And also we added a subtraction value, a minus value too. Okay, so these are the tests whatever I have written. These are the sources whatever we have. Now let us run the source code. Okay, so let me navigate into the folder. Am I in the right folder? Yes, I am in the right folder. So let me check what are the commands we have to run it. Okay, so let us go into the package.json file, and yeah, let us see. So I am trying to run the first command, that is npm run test. Okay, so yeah, here you can see among with the test we also running the coverage. That is why we got the coverage also. Okay, so if you want to see the coverage reports whatever we have generated, it is in this index.html file, that is this. So basically we have two test suits, okay, uh, which are passed. Okay, so inside this you can check each and every test whatever has happened and the time it took. Okay, so yeah, this is what the test report and the coverage report is. Now let us execute another command, that is npm run docs. Okay, so basically this will auto generate the documentation. So if you check, we'll have a docs folder here, and inside this docs we have this html file. This where if we open this we can see that we have this math operation module, right? So inside this we have add, subtract, and we have another file, that is calculate rectangular area. That is where it is this is what the calculate rectangular area documentation looks like. Okay, here we also mention the source for time being. Basically we can disable it also if we want to. Okay, and now let us run another command. Let us go to package.json again. Okay, so now let us run format, for example. Yeah, let us run format or format check. Yeah, let us run whether the code is properly formatted or not. So that way it looks very clean and neat. Okay, so let us run format. So the format is executing. So everything is unchanged because I haven't changed anything. So after that, let us also, basically this command is used to format the code, whatever, format the source files, whatever we have written. Okay, and next we are running the format check. Okay, so that this is responsible to check the format of all files whether they are in right format or not. Okay, so yeah. Yeah, that's it for today's video. I hope you found this tutorial helpful. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your fellow developers. Okay, so if you have any questions or suggestions for the future videos, drop them in the comment below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye, take care.